Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. This message I already know. It is about how we can create real change and huge transformation at a macro level by focusing, directing our focus on what is happening in our immediate reality. So, what I was wanting to share first and foremost is we see all these people that commit crimes out there, and it is outrageous, isn't it? It is, and it's valid, and we have all these feelings within us when we see all these injustices happening, and we tend to point fingers to the left and to the right. And although it is good to point the finger and the consequences to be applied when it's the case, the consequences to be applied as a result of a certain action, what we fail to see is the underlying energy, where all this is coming from, why some people decide to make some poor decisions, such poor decisions, and why all this is happening, why all this happened since the beginning of time. As we see the person that committed the injustice, the crime, we see it. If we can, and only if we can, to leave it over there in a position of neutrality. The intention here is, okay, it's a fact, it happened, this is what it is. In the same time, I allow myself to feel all the injustice, all the rage, everything that's coming up towards the fact, towards the individual. Then I'm redirecting my focus onto my relationships, onto what I have in my hands and I can control, with the knowing that everything is connected, all of it is connected. The obvious might not give me a message that I have anything to do with what happened here. I might live in another country, I might live in another continent on the other side of the planet, yet I do have a contribution of sorts to what happened. And so if I direct my focus onto the relationship with my spouse, with my children, with my community, with my city, state, country, you see how it's layered, how it's just, the energy is being projected from the micro to the macro, right? And as I focus on the relationship with my spouse, for example, I see where we don't see eye to eye. I see where I don't see eye to eye. We always see these things. There is conflict of interest. There is butting heads. There is passion that transforms to anger really quick, right? What else is here? Misunderstandings. We think, and here is, we are approaching the main vein here. We think that the things are supposed to be different when 7 times out of 10, for a reason I'm not aware just yet why, things are exactly how they're supposed to be at a certain moment in time. Now, if we are to tap into the main vein of this situation, we see how there are so many factors related to the macro picture which influences my situation with my spouse in this moment in time. And the macro picture, if something would change in there, might definitely create avenues of a better understanding with my spouse, right? So, what do we understand here? There might be some events in your life at the moment that you might feel or seem that you have no escape out of these situations. As you are patient with yourself and with another or others, the divine here is creating at a larger scale some avenues through which, however that will apply, will affect the picture, the situation between you and a certain individual or a community, a group of people. There is something else here that wants to be said. What is it? The events that will happen at a macro level, so at a bigger scale, right? This is not just between you and the spouse, you and a person. You will know about them, you will take advantage of them, and in that way it will affect the connection between you and the person in fact. Okay, that's that. You see, this is a situation that you cannot rush. This is a situation that it is in the hands of the divine, really. And the divine is treating it like a baby, with care and patience, and it allows it to grow and manifest and expand and take its own form and shape, if you want, in its own time. Okay, that is that. What else we were getting here? If we are to look at the macro level, some states are related to the superiority complex. One of them is Algeria, which is in North Africa, and another is United States of America. United States of America has all the tools that it needs in order to be prosperous and grow beautifully. But there is a little detail that they don't see, and that is there is a whole lot of confusion, fog and confusion between the tools that they have, that they acquire through space and time, and their root as a society, the root chakra, if you want. There is a disconnection here between the root and the fruit. Interesting. Between the root and the fruit. And in order for them to find the connection, the missing link, right? In order to find the missing link, they need to create a better pact, not with the devil, a better pact with the motherland, which is in Northern Europe. There is a pact that needs to be created between United States and Northern Europe. This is what I'm receiving. There are some countries in Northern Europe that have some information about what I just mentioned. It's kept in books, it's kept secret. That information would help our fellow citizens in United States, citizens of planet Earth in the United States, would help them with the process that I just mentioned, the missing link between root chakra and probably the upper chakras, if you want to look at the situation like that, to ground themselves more into the mother, to become more united than separated, right? And these northern countries would be, they would be willing to offer this information to them if they would give in more, if they would somehow let go of the superiority complex a little bit. What other words can we use here? Let's think about it in this way. If this is a situation happening at a macro level, do you see the same dynamic happening in your life between you and another? Someone might have here a superiority complex in relationship with someone which is really balanced. It's in a mother energy. Can this be between a mother and a child? I mostly feel between adults, really. Between adults. The mother energy here has some really nurturing info, energy to offer, the energy that is the United States of America in this case. You got the point, right? Okay, what else? Very interesting. You see, I feel like this is about to happen, or it's in the process of happening. Holes, energetic holes, energetic centers were closed in the planet that will allow this to happen very soon. I don't know if this will translate at a macro level as a new pact being signed between forces, between big forces. I am not sure. There is a huge pain screaming. An energy screams here in our vision today with pain coming from Russia, Kazakhstan, Ukraine, Belarus, Latvia, Poland even. Oh yeah, Poland even. These are the children of the mother that need attention at the moment. They were used and abused time and time again. So in a sense here, these giants like United States and Sweden, Finland, Norway, as they heal and come together, as they make peace, right? Or they forge an alliance, now they can bring whatever is needed, whatever healing is needed for all these other countries that I mentioned in East Europe and Asia. So how can you think about all that I'm mentioning? How can you apply it in your private situation? What alliance needs to be formed in order to bring healing, maybe to the next level of people in your surroundings? So if this is a healing between you and your family dynamic, then how, by healing that, can you heal your friends, the friends of friends? It's like a ripple effect, do you see? As you heal your inner dynamic, then you can bring this energy to your friends, and your friends take that example and give it further to their friends, and their friends to their friends. And that's how we change the world. Right? Yet, what we received is there will be some events at a macro level that we will take advantage of to improve the relationship with a friend or with a spouse, whatever is the closest to you at the moment. And in a sense here, it is almost like these countries are saying, I'm waiting for you to help me change. Yet in the same time but I'm going to scratch your back a little bit first so I can help you do that. Which is absolutely fantastic. We just have to see it, take advantage of it, and act. Okay, let's pull two tea leaves, and we are going to end the message here. 2 tea leaves. Scales, keep your life in balance. And fire, strong emotion, passionate love or hate. There is a very fine line between love, scratch love, between passion and hate. In these energies, in a dynamic, in the dynamics, globally, and at the family level. We need to be present as much as we can. If we notice that we cross the line from passion to hate, we take a step back, we reassess. It is almost like we are guided here. We are really advised to pay attention to when we cross that line. And if we feel we do so, to take a step back, reassess. Take a step back, reassess. In time with time, in the next 2 weeks or so, really, isn't that when the eclipse leaves us? Yes, the energies will dissipate. In the next 2 weeks or so, the balance, the scales will balance. The balance will be almost solid, is the word that I'm trying to bring in here. We will have a solid balance, right? The collective here is learning a very valuable lesson. Very valuable lesson. A last important message is less is more. You can feel it in yourself when you force yourself in a certain dynamic, or you don't give enough. It's the extremes, right? You force yourself, you don't give enough. You will feel. Give me just 1 second here, because I feel I'm not getting into the main vein here. If you feel, yes, like you give too much in a certain dynamic, take a step back. There is a fine line in the sand between hate and passion. Take a step back. Allow yourself to reassess the situation. Allow yourself to come back into balance, to feel balance in yourself. If you feel you are forcing yourself too much, take a step back. Allow yourself to find the balance in yourself. Once again, reassess the situation. Wherever, at what extreme you find yourself here. I'm giving too much. No. Let me. Okay, balance again. Maybe just a little bit. How does it feel? Maybe I shouldn't do anything. It feels, in these energies right now, it is not about the spectrum from in between the extremes. No, it's we are working with extremes. I either give too much or not at all. The point here is, how does it feel myself? Ugh, okay, not good. I need a break right now. Okay, I'll see you later. You reassess. You find the balance, you go back. Okay, I think you got the point. This was the message for today. I invite you to watch my message later on today. My new message, I have a new message that's going to come out later today. That being said, please don't forget, if you are interested in any private reading, healing sessions, shamanic healing journey, information about masterclasses or purification journeys, send me an email. Please find my email address in the description box below. That being said, thank you very much for watching this, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye bye.